Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Kyle and welcome to Hitman 3. We're continuing with the campaign story of Hitman 3, and all of the other previous missions of the first one and second one can be seen in the playlist titled Hitman 3. So we're going to jump in and continue on, and hit that like button if you like the video, and also hit that subscribe button as well, and help support the channel out. And also, if you see that notification bell as well, hit that notification and you'll get notified for future installments of this and other games as well. So let's get into the story here, and already did On Top of the World, and I believe we're in Death in the Family in Dartmoor. So I'll stop talking and we'll see just what kind of trouble I can get into.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Alright, very interesting that I only have one target, but she knows I'm coming. But I do have a case file to grab also, and I don't know where that's at. Alright, like always in previous videos, you will see this mission play out in its entirety. I will edit out parts that are unimportant to the main story. And we do have a mission story already revealing.
Private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Alright, let's give this a shot. And I think I can be able to get in over this. Let's vault over. Clearly trespassing. Oh, I can't go like that. Holy shit. How on earth am I going to be able to get by?
Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you follow me.
What do I have? Let me try a coin here. Let me toss a coin. Oh! Wait, there's a ledge I can go over.
Read into
In fact, I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
Caroline really did a number on that.
What do you think that noise was? Go have a look.
That's affirmative. Great.
I don't think it's going to help me at all. Damn it. Alright, so new plan here.
This is a private area. Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
And the new plan is to actually just extract one of these guards so that I can be able to walk by.
Go right in.
Let's try this.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa...
Okay, we are doing that one, but I'm going to try to take out this guard.
Anyone there? Answer.
Can I just enter in without anybody noticing? Okay, I do have one guy that's going to notice. At least I'm in, so that's a good thing.
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me that she understood the position I was...
Let's get a coin. Let's see if I can extract him. Get him over here. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's try this.
We've heard this song before, Jim, and we'll hear it again. Now, I'm really curious to hear your opinion on this one, Phyllis. We ran an online survey asking whether or not our audience believed it was acceptable for Chantal to slap Caroline on last week's live episode of Star Suite. A startling 70...
Let's close this. I say close. We are going to... Whoops, I hit the wrong button here. Dump him. There we go. Take his disguise. Hopefully this will work.
A work of art.
You've got some way in order to become him. How can I lure him away? Anybody out here? Here he comes. Perfect.
What the hell was that?
I'll crouch so you can't see. Take him out. Don't see anything, don't see anything, don't see anything. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take his disguise.
Like a Detective 47, you might as well act the detective. I suggest you go talk to the butler.
Dump. Perfect. Oh, he walked away.
Mr. Whitmer, are you ready to inspect the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
I said to follow him. I don't think anybody's going to be suspicious of me. So I think this is going to be smooth sailing now.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
All right, let's investigate the room.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
All right, let's investigate Zachary's bedroom.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Oh, that's just lovely. Okay, I already know how to equip the camera. I'm just gonna sit down. Camera.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
Investigate the bedroom more. What else do we have around here? Oh. We do have a laptop. Let's investigate the laptop. Password 1.
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Can I click on add to cart since he's not going to be bothered with it? Nah, fine, whatever. I'll leave it. Let's see. Oh, this is the note? Yep, that's the note.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Anything of the intel? Let's see here. Suicide note found in Zachary's bedroom. It reads, I am haunted by horrible past choices and their all-consuming consequences. Alexa was the raft keeping me afloat. Without her, I cannot go on. Goodbye. Okay. Anything around here? Nothing around here. Ah! There we go. Let's pull this book. There we go.
Door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
We have here a mansion floor plan. That's going to be helpful.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Wonder what happened.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty.
I don't like dancing.
And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Okay, I have to open the intel menu. Let's see.
This is very useful information, 47.
In case you haven't realized it yet, this mission is very dialogue heavy, as it is basically a modern day version of Clue. So we're going to jump ahead to all of the interviews I have to do with all of the family members, and continue on from there.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
So let's ask about Zachary.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Well, let's ask about specific activity while we got you.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Yeah.
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and Mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. How do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want to know?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting, and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We all were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff were all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Looking good,
Come and
man.
see me when you do.
Looking good.
At this point in the mission, I had been searching this mansion and around the area for 2 hours. So here's a quick summary. I found all of the clues to all of the family members and also with the butler. And I also found this dog walking cane and also a secret passage right here, as you see. So I went to go activate that and find out what's inside of here before I advance the story. Use this little dog cane that I found. And into here, what do we have here? We have a hidden room. I'm gonna grab some classic coins. Do we have anything else here besides just a peephole? And we have
an old letter
a note.
Never opened. Must have slid under the secret door nearly 46 years ago. It states that Alexa Carlyle's older brother, Montgomery, wanted Alexa to become the heir to the Carlyle Empire instead of himself. Interesting. You're an excellent detective, 47. uncovering truths half a century old. If you frame it correctly, I believe you could use the information to convince Madame Carlyle that Zachary committed suicide. Maybe you should ask Mr. Fernsby to see her.
To present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Hey, how are you?
Well, there she is. I think I'm probably gonna beat her to wherever we're going.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Keep in mind that during my 2-hour scavenger hunt, I actually did infiltrate into this office during that time. So if certain things don't make sense at this scene, that's why.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
I just have to wait for her. Here she is.
Who's been at the safe? So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
I'm gonna accuse Zachary of it with the whole letter.
Your brother committed suicide.
I need to see some evidence to believe that, Mr. Whitmer.
Zachary was found dead in a room locked from the inside. He died from a rare poisonous plant he cultivated himself. He believed you were dead, and a suicide note explained that he did not have the courage to go on without you.
That's what I don't buy. I cared for him deeply, but the truth is he hated my guts. My death would not make him commit suicide, I can promise you that.
Perhaps the death of your older brother, Montgomery, then. I have found evidence showing that you and Zachary killed him nearly 50 years ago. I believe that was when Zachary turned recluse. Your brother recently uncovered proof that your past deeds were for nothing. A letter from Montgomery stating that he wanted you, Madame Carlyle, to take over from your father instead of himself, as you were better suited to the job. Everything would have turned out the way you wanted, without anyone dying. What broke Zachary once, now destroyed him.
And you saw this letter?
I did.
Oh, Zachary. How royally I fucked up. Mr. Whitmer, I'm sorry, I just need to gather my thoughts. Right. The payment for your services. Have you decided on an amount?
Get the case file.
Arthur Edwards. You have a file on him.
Arthur Edwards. How do you... I see. Well played. For many, many years I feared what I'd see when I finally met death. And now you sit before me, and I feel only peace. You see, I believe life is a fair fight, and I lost spectacularly in every way imaginable. It is time for me to leave the pit. Oh, before I get to that, your reward. The file you want is in the safe.
You gonna get it for me? Oh, thank goodness.
A last wish from a dying woman. Get Edwards and make him suffer. So long. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
What is he gonna do here? Wait, what? What? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Okay, time to just grab this. I'll be on my way.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
What? Why did that mess up like that? I am so glad that she just gave me the case file like that, because there was a code on that safe, and I was trying to figure that out for the longest time. And which way is the exit? I'm just gonna jump out this thing here. And like I said, there was a case, a safe, and the code was like some kind of like secret code too. And for the life of me, I was running around the mansion trying to figure out what to do, or what the code was, and I couldn't find it. So just the fact of getting that's the only exit there is. Okay, I'll just leave the way I came. And the fact that I couldn't figure out the hidden safe code, I mean, that just saved me so much time for just giving it to me. Can I open this? Thank you. Alright, so I am going to make my way out.
Everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine! Shit!
Alright, I'm on my way out here. This has been Kyle Plays Games. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah?
How about now? Over here! Cover me! Walk away! Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.